The AI revolution promised a shortcut, a gleaming path to unprecedented productivity. Every feed is flooded with AI engineer roles, AI-first strategies, and stories of developers shipping code at lightning speed. You feel it, don't you? That gnawing fear of being left behind, that you're missing the secret everyone else has found. That, right there, is AI FOMO, and it's about to hit harder than you think. Because here's the shocking truth: Microsoft, the very company investing billions in AI, is quietly pulling back. They're banning Anthropic's Claude Code for thousands of their own engineers, including teams working on Windows, Microsoft 365, and Outlook. The deadline is June 30th, with a mandatory switch to their internal GitHub Copilot CLI. Why would a tech titan like Microsoft ban a tool so popular among its developers, a tool reportedly praised for its capabilities? The official reason points to toolchain unification, steering teams towards their own offerings. But the unofficial, and far more critical, reason sends shivers down the spine of the entire industry: cost. The culprit is token-based billing. Unlike traditional software with fixed licenses, AI coding assistants charge for every line of code generated, every interaction. This pay-as-you-go model meant Microsoft burned through its in just months. Imagine your monthly spending spiraling out of control instantly. This isn't an isolated incident. Uber, another tech giant, reportedly exhausted its entire 2026 AI coding budget by April, just 4 months into the year, after Claude Code rapidly spread across its engineering teams. Reports indicate Claude Code could cost an individual engineer anywhere from $500 to $2,000 per month. This is not just expensive, it's a fundamental mathematical problem for scaling. The perception of speed is also a dangerous illusion. A 2025 study found that while developers 20% faster using AI coding tools, their actual task completion time was, in fact, 19%. This productivity paradox stems from the time now spent reviewing and correcting AI's output. AI generates syntactically correct code, but it often lacks architectural judgment and crucial business context. This leads to a surge in technical debt, insecure defaults, and fragile error paths that don't trip unit tests but manifest as expensive rework in production. Code churn can double, and copy-pasted code skyrockets. Security is another gaping hole. Research shows that a staggering 68 to 73% of AI-generated code contains security vulnerabilities that pass unit tests but fail under real-world conditions. Vercode's 2025 report revealed AI-generated code has 2.74 times more vulnerabilities than human-written code, introducing OWASP top 10 risks 45% of the time. This burden disproportionately falls on senior engineers. They become bottlenecks, drowning in review fatigue as they sift through AI-generated code for subtle errors, race conditions, or security flaws the AI confidently introduced. Trust in the code diminishes, slowing down the entire development cycle. The long-term cost is even more insidious, a hollow senior problem. Junior developers, relying heavily on AI, might ship features quickly but miss out on developing critical architectural judgment and understanding. When senior talent leaves, irreplaceable institutional knowledge and context are lost, potentially crippling a team. Microsoft's decision, while driven by cost, was also a strategic reset. They used Claude Code as an experiment to benchmark against their own GitHub Copilot CLI, gathering feedback to improve their in-house tool. This signals that controlling the developer ecosystem and its associated costs is paramount. So, what does this mean for? That intense FOMO pushing you to adopt every new AI tool might be leading you down a costly path. The promise of 10x productivity often hides spiraling expenses, increased technical debt, and a significant security burden. Don't let the headlines blind you to the underlying realities. The fear of missing out on AI is a dangerous input for critical decisions. It pushes organizations towards flashy, sophisticated answers when simpler, more precise solutions would be faster, cheaper, and more durable. 40 to 50% of AI prototypes never ship, often due to budget overruns of 2 to 3 times the initial estimate. The real message isn't to abandon AI, but to wield it strategically. Good engineers' AI will undoubtedly replace those who don't. But mastering AI means understanding its true costs, its hidden risks, and integrating it intelligently, not mindlessly. Don't be mastered by the hype, master the tool.